They shaded to my side a lot of times, double me, but nothing I haven't seen.
Eek.
Well, I mean, he just said it. They shaded my side a lot of times and double team. So yeah, great. It's nothing you've never seen, you haven't seen, but you don't throw the ball to double coverage. That's nothing that Jalen Hurts hasn't seen either. You throw the ball to single coverage.
You think he's never been covered like that before, Coach?
I'm not saying he hasn't been, but I'm just saying if this game, that was the game plan, then you go to the places where the receivers are open or where the coverage dictates it. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing I give the Eagles a lot of credit for. They were willing to stick with the program that got them to the Super Bowl last year and won the Super Bowl with them, and weren't giving in to the pressure to accommodate, one player. Now, he's going to have his book out at some point on the sideline. He's going to be frustrated. I get all that. But at the end of the day, it is better to win boring than to lose exciting.
Yeah, look, as a former receiver, I get where AJ, he's an awesome receiver. He wants the ball. He wants to put up numbers. I get all that. But, Coach, I would have liked him. I understand him feeling that way because he looks terrible in that interview for having just won a game.
Doesn't look great.
I would have liked to have seen him just come out and be like, man, we won the game. Like, this was a big game for us to win. Like, really, even if he doesn't feel that way inside, which we all understand.
Now, did you watch the whole interview? Just want to make sure.
No, I didn't watch the whole interview. So I don't know. Maybe it was cheery-eyed and all that.
Mood may have crashed
on other parts of it. But it would have been, because this could become something. This could become something if he's going to mold.
Hold on, just like it was last year.
Hold on.
And then look, they won the Super Bowl, so they made up for it.
Guys, you can't. One target's not okay. Like, Coach, listen, I know this will shock the audience.
Of course.
Unlike Brew, I was not a wide receiver, and unlike Coach, I was not a Super Bowl champion defensive coordinator. But I would imagine, however the Cowboys were covering him, that coverage someone's tried at some point against, say, Justin Jefferson, right? Or Jamar Chase. You guys know how many times in their entire careers they've ever had less than 3 targets in a game? The answer would be never, ever in their lives. AJ.
How many times have they won the Super Bowl? Never, ever in their lives? Okay.
Brown hasn't had less than 4 targets in a game in 4 years since he was with the Titans. And the last time he only had 4 targets was the Panther game when he's like, the passing game's got to get better, boys. Like, there is, and here is why it is a concern, and one of the reasons that I said at the top of the show, if this event goes sideways on him down the road, we're going to say, there were signs in week 1. A.J. Brown has told us in very honest, vulnerable fashion what satiates his soul, and it ain't winning. From his Instagram, hold on, read this. It's February 12th.
Stop. We're not reading this because I've already been through this, okay? This is, they're so disingenuous with this take here. He was talking about the thrill comes with putting in the work, getting after it. That it's not just about winning a Super Bowl. Like, I'm so sick of this excerpt being, twisted in a way that it's just not the reality of the situation, which I've already been through, and we're not rehashing something from February. This whole thing is insane. What Mangini said was absolutely 100% spot on. Credit to the Dallas Cowboys. They did a great job of taking away A.J. Brown. Credit to them. And you know what? Credit to Jalen Hurts to not force the ball to A.J. Okay? There was a play where Jalen Hurts scored the touchdown, where A.J. Brown was slightly open but still covered. And you know what? He decided to start to block instead. He wasn't kind of like, give me the ball, give me the ball. He had a sense that, you know what? Jalen Hurts is going to take off here. And he did. And he started blocking before Jalen Hurts took off. And so it was like timed perfectly. And that was a scramble touchdown. So A.J. Brown is connected. Yes, everybody wants their stats. Everybody wants their moment. Everybody. Whether you're defense, offense, if you're in defense, you want that interception. You want that punch-out fumble. You want that strip sack. If you're a wide receiver, you want 200 yards and 9 touchdowns, man. If you're a quarterback, you want to be letting it rip all over the field. You want to throw for 400 yards, 4 touchdowns every single game, and rush for 2 touchdowns and 100 yards. That's what you want. You want your numbers. You want your moments. Absolutely. And a huge part of being a coach is letting these guys know it's not how it works in the NFL. It's not how it works to win. That was great you did that in middle school. That was great you did that in Pee Wee. Oh, you struck out every single batter when you were 12? Congrats. Oh, you can hit a home run every single at bat? Congrats. Oh, you're bigger and stronger than everyone, so every time you get the ball down low in the post, it's easy just to get a layup? Congrats. Oh, you were able to outrun everyone on the field and literally go backwards, left, right, up, and down and rush for 200 yards in high school? Congrats. Oh, Jamar Chase gets lots of targets? Congrats. Oh, Justin Jefferson gets lots of targets? Congrats. How do you win football games? How do you win Super Bowls? With smart, intelligent, balanced offense and not forcing the ball. I mean, it's just crazy. We're losing our minds here. Listen, does Kevin Patullo need to do a better job of trying to get AJ and Devontae incorporated? Absolutely. Undeniably. It was week 1. Jalen Hurts played flawlessly. He took exactly what the defense gave him. He was perfect. He was absolutely, positively flawless. Flawless. Don't believe me? Here's Dan Orlovsky on Get Up.
I thought he was fantastic. He was perfect. I don't think you could have played better if you were Jalen Hurts. Carried the football team in many ways. And it was certainly the decision-making throwing the football, 19 of 19 when it came to that, which is ridiculous. But it was the legs. And it was interesting to see how the Cowboys defensively played. This is the first touchdown. This is called match coverage, meaning, and RC and Teddy know this, you're going to match where the people are route-wise, and you can't give seams to Hurts or get on different levels if you're the rusher. That rusher goes inside. No one's accounting for with their eyes to Jalen Hurts. You see it. This is 3rd and 5. There's another version of match coverage where every defender has a viable option. Now what happens is those 4 defenders get on different planes. Look at how they're each stacked instead of creating a wall in front. You cannot do that to a player like Jalen Hurts. His patience in the pocket, retreat, and then finds the seam. That's a really big 3rd down conversion to kind of equal score. Now another opportunity, 2nd and goal. There's the match coverage once again. All those defenders are getting displaced. They got responsibilities in coverage. And once that edge rusher goes inside, Dickerson, meet my thigh, and then the display. Look at the levels. Teddy, you know this. RC, you know this. You cannot do that. And so there's certainly a lack of rush connectivity, but also Jalen was just tremendous. When he saw those guys leave, take off.
Yep. And now we want to try to create something into nothing. Interesting. Here's Tyreek Hill with Patrick Mahomes. Week 1. 2 targets, 2 receptions, 16 yards. That's weird. 2 targets. Okay. Week 7. 2 targets. 2 targets. 2 targets. That's weird. Oh, here's the next season, 2020. Here's a game. 3 targets. Against the Buffalo Bills. 2021. Had a game where he had 2 targets. 2 targets. A game where he had 3 targets. 3 targets. He's had 2 targets, 3 targets, 4 targets, 5 targets. And here's the one game, 5 targets, 2 receptions, 22 yards. These things happen. These things happen. It's just so insane that the Philadelphia Eagles can flawlessly execute their offensive game plan. Put up 3 touchdowns in the first half, mind you. And we want to try to turn this into a negative. Because A.J. Brown didn't get 8 catches for 120 yards. Just crazy. And it's not like this is going to be the norm. This is just how this unfolded. It's just one game. One moment in time. And listen, if A.J. Brown can't handle that, that's on A.J. It is not up to Nick Sirianni, Kevin Patullo, Jalen Hurts. It's just not. It's just not. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs moved on from Tyreek Hill. They're like, yeah, we don't need this. If this is not going to suit us, then we can move on. And I'm not saying that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to do that, but I'm just saying we keep trying to create something out of nothing and trying to sound all these alarms. Right, if the Eagles are losing, like Nick is saying, oh, you know, when things go wrong, they'll be able to point to moments like this. That's what Nick keeps saying. If the Eagles are losing and A.J. Brown is getting only one target, then yeah, there's a problem. There's a problem. If the offense looked lackluster and they lost, that would be a problem. Even if they win, even if they ended up losing this game, and that's the thing, if the Eagles, because the Eagles could have lost that game, obviously. If they lost the game, then they would have really tried to make a firestorm about A.J. Brown. But it's like, the offense wasn't the problem. They were 8 for 13 on third down, 3 for 3 in the red zone. That the offense wasn't a problem. They were converting at an incredibly high rate. Jalen Hurts was 19 for 19 on balls that like weren't, you know, throwaway or drops. Like, that's awesome. They dominated the time of possession. 35 to 25. So, yeah. And they didn't get Saquon going as much. They did have an issue with their O-line. It was week 1. But this is never about just one singular player's greatness. And that's what makes Jalen Hurts the perfect quarterback, because he sacrifices his stats all the time. He sacrifices his stats all the time. Because it's just about winning. That's all it's about. It's just about winning. That's all it's about. Just winning. Crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Philadelphia Eagles? Are you concerned about AJ's night? Do you think it's something or nothing? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.